Well, about an hour later of a bus ride and a cost of 10 pesos, we finally made it to the beautiful town of Cholula. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another day, a beautiful day here in Puebla. We're going to continue exploring the city today, but we're actually kind of leaving Puebla. But first, we are going to a pretty unique place, so let's go ahead and check that out. Well, we've come to the place that I wanted to show you. This is the train museum, but it appears to be closed, like not because of the pandemic, but like there's like wooden construction going on, but there is a door on the other side of the museum that seems to be open. So we're gonna go see it. Maybe we can get in. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Al museo. Fortunately, we've managed to make it inside the train museum. This is a really cool museum. They've got just a ton of trains. The building used to be the old train station here in Puebla. We're currently in a train that's a mail train, so this used to go around the country delivering mail. But it's fascinating, and there's so much history about trains here. It's a very interesting first stop, and the best part is it's completely free. I think only on weekends. So if you're gonna come to Puebla, come on a weekend and you get this entrance into the museum completely free. Currently walking between two trains right here on the platform. This place is incredible, and it would be amazing to play hide and seek here because there's so many trains and walkways. But this is an amazing museum, but we are actually going to take a train today. So we're going to wrap this up and then we're going to continue walking. Alright, well, it turns out that the next train to our destination, Cholula, which we're going to go to and explore today, leaves in about 5 hours. And I'm not waiting around 5 hours. We're gonna take a bus, and then on the way back, we're gonna take the train back to Puebla. So now we're walking to the bus station to see if we can get a bus to Cholula. Nasa Cholula? Well, we're on the bus, 10 pesos, and we will be there. So Cholula is also another one of those Pueblo Mágicos, which are those magical towns. As it looks right now, we just got off, the highway. I saw a Starbucks, I saw a KFC. Doesn't look very magical to me, but we're gonna keep walking towards the center and hopefully we'll be able to get a true sense of the Pueblo Mágico of Cholula. The main reason most people come to Cholula is for the archaeological zone. There are some ruins here in Cholula that are supposed to be pretty interesting to check out. So we've currently made it to the entrance point. Let's go ahead and check out these ruins here in Cholula. On the way to the archaeological ruins, there's this really interesting place. This is El Pocito de los Deseos. El Pocito refers to a little well. And what it's doing inside is it's apparently like there's holy water in there, and that water is supposed to make your dreams come true. It's supposed to cure you and all that. So you can actually come up here and for a little price you can buy the water and, I don't know, drink it, bathe in it. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but it's a really, really nice place. It's been around for a very long time, and it's one of those traditional Mesoamerican things that they do where they get water and they, you know, treat us holy. You can buy the water here, but I currently have water with me, so I'm good. If I can't manage to find an OXXO and I can't manage to get water, I might consider buying some holy water, but until then, I think I'm good. Well, it seems like our luck just keeps getting better because the archaeological zone is right behind me, but it's closed. So we can't go inside. I think they're closed because of the pandemic, which kind of sucks because I came all the way to Cholula to see the ruins of Cholula, but they're not available. But there's other things to see in Cholula, so we're gonna go keep walking around. At the very least, you can actually kind of see the ruins. You don't really need to enter, but yeah, you can kind of see it's nice, but it's not really as decorated as some other ruins I've seen. So yeah, it's a nice place to check out. But let's go ahead and see what else is at least open here in Cholula, because the archaeological site, unfortunately, is closed because of the pandemic. Well, when you come to Cholula, there's one very famous church, and that is Nuestra Señora de los Remedios. It's up on a hill, and it's right next to the archaeological site. But what I didn't realize is that because of the pandemic, they've limited to 100 visitors per hour. And basically, you need to come early to get a ticket to go to the church. Unfortunately, they're out for the day, so we won't get to see the church either. I don't know why we came to Cholula at this point, because everything's either sold out or closed. But I think there's other things in the center, so we're gonna go around and see if there's anything else we can check out, because this is just all completely closed. A few blocks down and we've made it to basically something that every single town in Mexico has. This is the main plaza of Cholula. Here it's on the Zócalo, but it's a really nice area. You've got a gazebo, you've got tons of trees. It's actually quite crowded, but today is a Sunday afternoon. Families have come out for their afternoon strolls. Kids have come out to play, so it's a really, really lively atmosphere right here. But this is the main center. This is where all the activity happens here in Cholula. And well, it's really, really busy today. But we're gonna keep walking and we're gonna see what else there is to do. A few blocks down from the main Zócalo, and we've come to a pretty important part of life here in Cholula. This is the market of Cholula. Bueno, sí. This is an absolutely incredible market. First, it's massive. It's like really, really big. I think it might be actually bigger than the one we saw in Puebla. But for me, what really stands out is the food. They've literally got a row of restaurants of food, and because they're like roasting the meat inside, that smoke just stays inside this market. So wherever you walk in the market, you basically smell barbecued meat. But they have these like really thin slices of meat that they just barbecue on there. I wish I could try it, but I'm not hungry. But if you do come to Cholula, make sure to not eat anything, because you're gonna eat here and you're gonna eat that amazing barbecued meat. But other than that, the market's pretty packed. I mean, it's like the afternoon on a Sunday. Usually Sunday afternoons, markets are pretty much closed or they don't have business. But here, it's packed. Like, there are tons and tons of people here. Next stop is probably one of the most important stops here in Cholula. It is also religious related, but it is stunning. This is the Convento de San Gabriel Arcángel. I have to say, I'm very impressed by the Convento de San Gabriel. First, it was built in 1549, so this church has a lot of history, and you can see from the outside it's a really old church. Like the walls are sort of cracking, the paint is no longer sticking, so it's been around for a long time. The inside is actually really nice. It's not a very big church, I will say that, but the inside, all the golden ornamentation and everything, obviously you can't compare it to like Puebla, but it's still a really nice church that if you're in Cholula, I would say that this is a really nice place to come and visit. Really quiet, really serene on the inside, and it's right across from the Zócalo. But this entire courtyard outside of the church is also really nice. You've got like a yellow wall around, and there's like barely anybody here, and it's all open space. Really a cool place to come and visit here in Cholula. And just a couple of blocks down from the convent, we've arrived at probably our last stop here in Cholula. This is Plaza La Estación. The reason this place is called Plaza La Estación is because it's right next to the train station that's going to take us back to Puebla. It's really small. It's like literally just like 10 stalls and they call it a plaza, but it's pretty nice. But we gotta go queuing in line for the train back because that line is really long, and I need to be back in Puebla for tonight. So let's go see if we can queue in line. All right, we're in the station, waiting for the train now. And just like that, about a 45-minute train ride later, we are back in Puebla. The best part about that train is that it is completely free. So if you're trying to go to Cholula, take the train, it's free. And if you're coming back from Cholula to Puebla, it's also free, which is absolutely amazing. It's a touristic train. It's designed to, you know, transport tourists easily. So I think they made it free for everybody. But it's a really nice train. It's air conditioned, they have music inside. It's not like that old train we took in Chihuahua that just rocked the whole way through. No, this is like a modern, nice, almost like a metro train. But we're back in Puebla. It's a bit cloudy, it might actually rain, but we're gonna go explore more of this city. Alright, the last stop I want to show you guys here in Puebla is actually right behind me. This is El Parian. It's sort of like an artisanal market. It actually comes from the Filipino word for market. But this place it's a really small street. It's got a ton of like just tiny little stalls packed together with this like sort of roof tiled area. It's a really beautiful place, and at night it gets pretty busy with all the food stalls that pop up here. But it's just a beautiful place to visit, and so many like little artisty, you know, stuff. If you're looking for a souvenir, that's definitely the place to buy it. They also sell some of the local sweets here from Puebla, and they sell the paste to make mole. So if you're looking for those things, that's also where you can go and buy those. But that's gonna be it for Puebla. Today is our last day. We're leaving Puebla tomorrow. So unfortunately, that's gonna be all for this area of Mexico. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. Today was a pretty fast-packed day, but definitely worth it. Cholula is beautiful, Puebla is nice, and I would highly recommend coming to this part of Mexico when you're here. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.